Good morning. It's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get through the Statistics Canada report. It's reporting a record crop. So just have a look here. Chuck Panner posted this on X. You can see the graphic. You see how we're finally above the 100 million metric ton ceiling that was kind of captured. He does put the different crops in different colors, which is kind of nice. Uh, so you can see feed grains, wheat, oil seeds, pulses, special crop or special crops, and he does kind of specify wheat is up 11% overall, feed grains up 7, oil seeds up 7, pulses up 34%, and then special crops up 4. The following graphic actually just breaks it down by most of the crops. There's still more that you can actually drill into on the stats can. I'm going to spend most of my time talking about canola, as that is the crop that kind of gets most attention in my geography where I call on producers. So you can see here, 21.804 million metric tons. Huge crop, biggest that we've seen. So it's a new record. And what I've put in here is a 6.5 million metric ton export program. We are on pace to be closer to this number over here in the drought of 21. We are close to 5.3 million metric ton pace. So I'm being optimistic, and the only way you get there is actually have some more interest in buying canola from Canada. I even have a fairly optimistic crush number, but as you know, as we can see with bids, the bids for the export program is putting a lot of pressure on the crush. So the crushers are filling up their capacity fairly quick, and the basis level is showing that as well. And I would expect the basis level is going to get pushed all the way into new crop. So I have a what if scenario here. I have this at a 5% increase from last year. Canola getting grown, so it's just doing the math. I have closer to an average yield, and you got this 4.7 million metric ton carryout. I've got a big carryout here, of course, and unless we can move exports and crush up, well, the crush can't get moved up. It's actually higher than it should. Exports could move. Just start to need to see that action start to happen. And this number is actually, if you just look at the years prior to last year, it's not out of line at all. It's probably on the higher end, and we've already lost a third of our export months already. So you got to remember that as time ticks along, the capacity to be able to ship is actually going to be an issue. But you can still see, even with lower yields going into next year, you're still going to have a big carryout. Here I just illustrated this number, the crush and export, so you can see the pace of exports have actually increased. If you just took out this drought year, you would actually see a pretty nice increase in crush. But we've seen the opposite in the exports. We need to get back to numbers like what we saw last year just to help our problem. Because when we get to this production, and again, this is the what if with a 5% increase in acres on oil seeds, because that's what it looks like. You're going to plant. There's more oil seeds because of profitability, because everything is squeezed on profitability for sure. We're going to be in the high 20s of stocks to use, and what does that look like in the actual number? Pretty big build if we cannot find a way to get rid of that product. We're not that friendly with the U.S. On products. It looks like USMCA is going to get renegotiated here pretty quick. I don't know if it's going to go in elbows up Clown Show Carney's way here, because he can't get anything done. Maybe his little visit that he's having with Trump about the FIFA World Cup, whether he can maybe get something going there. Here's your wheat. Karen Braun put this out. You can see that it's a record, and it's a big crop, and you can see the trend there, of course, as well. Snow looks like we're going to get hit. You can see it in this graphic here as well. Just when is it going to happen? It looks like towards the middle of December, we're going to have more snow band. The moisture seems to be hitting the most of the South America, so pay attention to that. Canola was up and $1 when I took the screenshot, and again, it's just chopping along. Canola is still defying gravity, as far as I'm concerned, with the carryout that we've got. But maybe we're following along with the U.S. soybeans. I do not know at this moment. Rapeseed is holding up as well. Soybean oil Could be the balloon that's holding the canola as well at 52 cents. Crude oil at 59.48. Soybeans 11.16, down 3.5 cents. Spring wheat just up a penny, and your hard red and your other wheats are basically flat, and your corn is down 1 penny, and the Canadian dollar is down just a fraction when I took the screenshot. So you can see this leg down right to the 23.6 retracement value and kind of holding there. And it's not the same for the December contract, but it did pull back, and now we've got this pivot extension that we'll see if it actually trades below that as well. Rapeseed pulled back as well. I did not do the comparison of the price Canadian versus European rapeseed, but it's still in that 140 some dollars as I speak. Soybean oil futures just doing nothing, chopping along. And it could be because it's buoyed up here with the soybeans and the expectation with U.S. Ministers keep on saying, hey, yeah, we keep on moving the goalpost, but yeah, they're going to buy. China's going to buy. Crude palm oil pull up from its worst, but just kind of trading there right at the 50% retracement. Crude oil futures still in this downward channel. New York Harbor Freight diesel fuel got to some previous highs. Now it's pulling back right to the 200-day moving average. Canadian dollar, I would like to see it if it gets to 72.2. We may look at converting some of those U.S. dollar deficits over. That would be that line there and your 200-day moving average as well. Quick look at wheat. Spring wheat has not moved, and yet you've seen some move on this Kansas, but you can see this Kansas actually, it built in a pivot extension. So now if we get above there, we can actually maybe have a little bit more room, trade above it. Your Chicago doesn't have that same pivot, but then your French wheat actually has the same pivot extension now as well. But it looks like there's a bit of air before it ever gets there. Corn futures has a pivot extension below the market, and that could add some support. So, but if you do break below that, that's a bad sign. You're probably getting back to 430 futures on the March. Next week, we do have the U.S. crop production, S&D.